Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. If you're trying to figure out what the actual future of regional economic growth looks like, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're breaking down a seriously fascinating model coming straight out of Indonesia. It's called Koperasi Borneo MAKMUR LOHJINAWI, or KBML for short. Now, this isn't your granddad's community organization. We're talking about a highly modernized, digital-first, green engine that's specifically built to drive massive economic empowerment all across the region of Kalimantan. Okay, let's dive right into this. It's a pretty compelling question, isn't it? For decades, cooperative organizations have been the absolute bedrock of local economies. They operate on this great principle of mutual benefit. But what actually happens when you take those deeply rooted community values and just supercharge them? I mean, injecting cutting-edge green technology, automated digital ecosystems, and real industrial-scale operations. The result is this entirely new, hybrid business model, one that empowers the individual, sure, but also competes on a massive global industrial stage. So, here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll be covering 1. The vision of Borneo MAKMUR LOHJINAWI. 2. The cooperative's digital ecosystem. 3. Business model and partnerships. 4. Green innovation and sustainability. 5. Roadmap to 2029. And finally, 6. How to become a member. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the vision of Borneo MAKMUR LOHJINAWI. To really grasp how this cooperative functions, we first have to understand the powerful geographical and cultural identity that's just baked right into its DNA. The official visual identity of KVML acts as a massive anchor here. The green and gold aren't just random aesthetic choices. That green represents a fierce, unwavering commitment to environmental sustainability. And the gold? That signifies the immense natural wealth and potential prosperity of Kalimantan, the island of Borneo. It physically places their entire mission right in the beating heart of the region they're aiming to uplift. And then you have the word LOHJINAWI. It's derived from Javanese, and it translates to prosperous, peaceful, and harmonious. Honestly, this single word sets the entire philosophical tone for the cooperative. It tells us right out of the gate that their goal isn't just ruthless, unchecked economic expansion. Not at all. It's about sustainable welfare. Building real wealth in a way that stays in perfect harmony with both the local community and the environment. Moving right along to Section 2, the cooperative's digital ecosystem. So they achieve this grand, harmonious vision, but not with old-school, dusty ledger books. They use a rigorous, state-of-the-art digital backbone. They've actually split their tech into two incredibly efficient, specialized tools. On one side, you have administrators using a robust management app. We're talking automated accounting, live point-of-sale integration, automatic updates, the works. And on the flip side, members are empowered with their own dedicated app. It's literally a seamless digital marketplace right in their pockets. It allows for self-service, swift digital payments, and direct access to a massive online store, connecting buyers and sellers. Now, the glue connecting these two apps is their centralized dashboard monitoring system. And this isn't just about hoarding data. It's all about real-time intelligence. The dashboard tracks business activities instantly, but the real game changer is its early warning system, or EWS. Think about it. If there's even a minor hiccup in the supply chain or some weird anomaly in the financials, the EWS detects those hurdles the exact moment they happen. Management can pivot immediately. No waiting around for end-of-month reports. Next up, Section 3, Business Model and Partnerships. Okay, so they have the vision and they clearly have the tech, but how do they actually make money? Basically, they function as a massive risk-managed aggregator. And I want you to focus on the number 24 for a second, because this number represents the sheer, mind-boggling scale of what we are talking about here. KBML doesn't just hold one or two basic operational licenses. They hold 24 distinct KBLI business licenses. That's Indonesia's standard industrial classification, by the way. And it spans across multiple heavy-hitting industries. Having 24 licenses rapidly expands their operational footprint. They go from agriculture, think hybrid rice farming and cattle breeding, all the way into massive sectors like gold and coal mining, the palm oil industry, and advanced waste management. By diversifying across all these key sectors, they're proving to the market that this is a highly modernized industrial-scale beast capable of absorbing shocks and capturing value across the entire supply chain. But let's be real, you can't run a 24-sector empire totally alone. KBML leverages a really impressive roster of strategic partners. We are talking top-tier collaborations here, government ministries for energy and agriculture, the National Police and Military for structural oversight, the National Nutrition Agency for food security, and even prominent ESG foundations. These partnerships are absolutely crucial. They ensure that every single commercial project the cooperative touches is legally sound, highly bankable, and totally compliant with strict environmental, social, and governance standards. Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, Green Innovation and Sustainability. Now, all that massive digital and business scale, it actually translates into tangible, real-world green technology. Check out one of their standout environmental programs, the Waste-to-Profit Chemical Recycling Process. It's a brilliant step-by-step operation. First, they sort organic municipal waste just to isolate used cooking oil, the stuff that typically chokes up local waterways. Then they run it through a specialized purification installation to strip out all the impurities, and the final output? High-grade liquid fuel. They are literally taking civic waste and turning it into a profitable, sustainable energy source. It's fantastic. But they certainly don't stop at just cooking oil. The whole ecosystem is designed so absolutely nothing goes to waste. Leftover coconut husks, pressed into eco-friendly plant pots and ropes. Hardwood waste from the municipal sorting, transformed into valuable biochar to trap carbon. And the solid organic waste is processed in anaerobic digesters to create biogas and high-quality fertilizer. They've practically mastered the art of turning everyday agricultural and municipal byproducts into high-value environmental assets. Even the way they move around reflects this ethos. Just look at the design elements of their Green Explorer electric vehicle motorbike. It's this perfect marriage of cutting-edge battery electric tech and deep local wisdom. The design actually features traditional Dayak shields, symbolizing operational strength, and the native Engong bird, which represents leadership. You combine that with visual accents honoring the palm and mining sectors they operate in, and you've got a literal rolling testament to their green, community-first identity. All right, let's look ahead. Section 5, Roadmap to 2029. So, how does all of this build into their ultimate long-term strategy? Well, they aren't trying to boil the ocean and do everything at once. It's a very phased, highly disciplined approach. Starting in 2025, the focus is 100% on trading pure raw materials, just building up capital and supply chain relationships. By 2026 and 2027, they level up, transitioning into adding value by trading semi-finished goods. Then, 2028 is all about a massive technological upgrade for their post-harvest processing. All of this clear, forward momentum culminates in 2029, where they aim to achieve full industrialization and establish a robust local fabrication engine through their integrated platform, KMP BORNEO ID. Finally, Section 6, How to Become a Member. So, where do you fit into this grand ecosystem? What is truly remarkable here is how incredibly inclusive their structure is. They've broken membership down into 8 distinct categories, pretty much ensuring everyone has a seat at the table. Whether you're an academic, a small business owner, or a corporate legal entity, there's a tier built for you. But here is the crucial part. The entry point for local farmers, fishermen, and everyday individual households is set at just 200,000 rupiah. It's highly accessible. This ensures the very people who stand to benefit most from this massive infrastructure can actually afford to get involved. And that leaves us with one final provocative question to ponder. Are you ready to be part of the ecosystem? Because Koperasi BORNEO MAKMUR LOHJINAWI is proving something really special. When you combine the grassroots power of a traditional cooperative with the absolute scale of a digital green industrial aggregator, you don't just create another business. You create a bona fide movement for sustainable prosperity. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I'll absolutely catch you on the next one.